Donald Trump is taking a break this morning from his presidential campaign to report for jury duty. A new poll finds he still leads the GOP field by a wide margin. 25% of Republicans back Trump. Ben Carson has soared into second place at 12%, followed by Ted Cruz, Jeb Bush, and Mike Huckabee. Nearly all the presidential contenders flooded the Iowa State Fair over the weekend. Nancy Cortez in Washington shows us how the candidates are using the event to win support. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, there's so many of them that you could practically not walk 5 feet at the fair without bumping into a candidate. And while most of them tried to make themselves seem more relatable to caucus goers, as usual, Donald Trump had another plan.
Yeah, I want one on a stick, though.
From the famous pork chop on a stick, to the soda stand.
It's a very photographed root beer.
To the beer tent.
Save water, drink beer? Yeah. Who came up with that?
The Iowa State Fair is as much about eating and shaking hands as it is about campaign speeches. But there was some of that, too.
You elect me president, I'll lead.
I have brought people together to make progressive accomplishments and get things done.
We have to stop listening to these people who tell us that we cannot talk about God.
Donald Trump attracted attention when he landed his helicopter near the fairground.
Does anybody want to take a ride?
He took groups of young Iowans for an aerial tour, a new kind of carnival ride that could be heard throughout the state fair, even by some of his potential rivals.
You know, I apologize. We left the helicopter at home. It's in the garage, forgot to bring it.
Trump also rolled out his first detailed policy proposal over the weekend, a plan to deal with undocumented immigrants that calls for tripling the number of immigration officers, mandatory deportation for undocumented immigrants convicted of a crime, and building a wall across the southern U.S. border, paid for in part by increasing fees on legal Mexican border crossings. Trump says he'll unveil more platform details in the days to come, if only to silence the skeptics.
When I do a deal, I don't say, oh, here's 14 points. I go out and do it.
Trump, of course, will be jumping off the campaign trail today. He's been called to jury duty in New York City. He reportedly had to pay a fine earlier this year for missing jury duty several times. His campaign says the summons was sent to the wrong address and that the fine, Charlie, ended up being waived.
Thanks, Nancy.